so welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about children's books. I have started collecting some children's books, especially like older children's books, for the past, I want to say, going on 2 years. I get a lot of my children's books from library sales, especially like the older ones from like 60s and 70s. I always gravitate towards those. I just want to share some of my, top favorites. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first two actually not by African American authors, but I grew up with these books. Now y'all know I was not a reader, I told y'all before. But when I was younger, my aunt would obviously buy us books and I wasn't able to read them, but I would look at the pictures. The first one is Painting the Wind, and this is a story of Vincent van Gogh. I remember this so vividly because my aunt was an English teacher, English and drama teacher, and she loved the end of this book. The saying, she was fascinated with words. Vincent had given her the eyes to see, brave and bold and filled with fire. And she made us, my sister and I, remember that. And I remember when I got this, I literally like cried because it just brought such memories back. I remember looking at the pages and her reading it, and my sister, of course, reading it. The next book that I also think of my aunt and think of my childhood is The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen, he wrote, what is it? The Little Mermaid. He's a children's, author, but his works can be kind of dark for children. And this one is not dark, Little Match Girl, but it's really sad. This is perfect for Christmas, okay? And I remember we had the hardcover copy. I got this obviously from Amazon for like $6. But this is another one where I, looked at it and just cried because I remember this so vividly. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is this is really sad. A little poor girl that, it's winter, it's Christmas, and she's cold. And yeah, this one will make the kids kind of cry. I remember my sister said she used to cry every time my aunt used to read it to us. I don't remember that, but because again, I was looking at the pictures. I didn't know what was going on with the words, but yeah. Then lastly is The Velveteen Rabbit. This edition is so pretty. It's the classic edition. I have another edition. This actually was my aunt's. She used to, what she started doing is in her church, she had a lot of babies that were being born at like the same year. So she gave the mothers this book. And she made my sister make a copy of the music. Meryl Streep is narrating the book, and it's fantastic. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's Meryl Streep. Come on now. That is a perfect gift because this book is the perfect, like, nighttime book to read to children. I mean, The Velveteen Rabbit is a classic, and they have so many, editions. This edition is really good because the illustration is just so vibrant and regal. And like I said, I do have another copy of this one. Here's the other edition that she got. This is the original text by the author. So as you can see, the drawings are kind of, there's more words than like the, drawings. I have 2 copies of these, and these were hers. Now let's get to Black authors. So the first is Toni Morrison with Slade Morrison, her son. It's called The Big Box. I love this book. It's so cute. First of all, I did not know that Toni Morrison had children's books. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, girl, you just read everything. This book, it's so cute. And the fact that she wrote it with her son makes it even more special. Next is Jacqueline Woodson, The Other Side. You guys remember I talked about her in one of my vlogs where I bought her new release, and I was telling you Jacqueline Woodson is like such a goat because she's mainly known for, middle grade books, but she has adult books, she has YA, she has children's books. I mean, she just does everything. And I love this story. It's a girl named Annie wonders why there's fences, and why is there a separation between, the little black girl across, the road, and they get to know each other. And, it's a really cute story. And the illustrations are so pretty. The illustrations. That's one thing I love about children's books. Sometimes I will just, even till today, I will skip over the words and look at the illustrations because they're just so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Love children's books. Next is James Baldwin, Little Man, Little Man. Now, this actually, it's a story of childhood, and this came out, I want to say, in the 70s, and it was out of print for years because when it was first debuted, the publishing houses, they didn't know how to market the book because although it's a children's book, it does have some aspects of like adulthood. You have a young boy that doesn't really have a family and the neighborhood takes care of him. It's such a cute story, but it was out of print for years, and back in 2018 it came back in print because this was published in 1976, and his niece made it available again. Next, I want to show you guys some older books that I have been collecting. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm really into collecting older, children's books. So this one is such a cute story. I actually have this displayed in, the library. It's What Mary Jo Shared. This was published in 1966. And again, I got all of these from the library sale. It's such a cute little story, and I love the illustrations. For show and tell, Mary wants to show an umbrella, and it's so cute. I love it so much. So, yeah. And then this one, I haven't read this one yet. It's What's the Prize, Lincoln? And this was published in 1971. And little illustrations. Yeah, like I said, I haven't read this one yet. And then the last one I have is Big Sister Tells Me That I'm Black. And this was published in 1976. It's so cute. Look at this. Love it. So yeah, these are some of like the older ones that I do have. And next I started collecting books about like real life, figures in our history. And the first one I have is Ella Fitzgerald. And I think all of these I got from a library sale. Yeah. This is Visions of Beauty. This is about Madam C.J. Walker. Yeah. Look at this, you guys. These illustrations are just amazing. Oh my gosh. This is a Scholastic book about Alvin Ailey. You guys know he started Alvin Ailey Dance Company. Then I have Lean Teen Price, still with us. Lean Teen was an opera singer. And also too, she is related to Whitney Houston. When the illustrations are just amazing. Like, oh my gosh. And then lastly, I have Jump at the Sun, the true life tale of unstoppable story catcher Zora Neale Hurston. Isn't this pretty? And look. And then I have another Zora Neale Hurston that I have displayed in my library. And it's called The Life of Zora Neale Hurston. Last one I have, I love this so much, you guys. Because first of all, it's about ballerinas. Love it. And it's about Black ballerinas. And it's called Black Ballerinas, My Journey to Our Legacy. It's by Misty Copeland. And all these names right here are Black ballerinas. And it has one of my favorite ballerinas of all times, Miss Ashley Murphy Wilson. I actually had the privilege of seeing her. She used to dance for a dance theater of Harlem. I believe she's with the Washington Company now. And I also like this because it's a watercolor, and I love watercolor. That's like my favorite medium. But it tells obviously the story of, the ballerinas, and then a pretty watercolor sketch. This is amazing. My sister actually bought this for me. And then the last children's book that I want to share with you guys that I love is it Solwi by Lupita. I love this book. I remember when it came out, I snatched it up. It's such a cute story. So pretty. And the illustrations are so cute. You basically have a little girl that she doesn't really like her skin color. It's kind of too dark, for her. But then she realizes, girl, you got it going on. And these illustrations are so pretty. I love this. So cute. That's it when it comes to some of my children's books, because I have a lot. I would say the newest one that I really want to get is by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. You guys know I love Chimamanda. She's one of my favorite African authors. She came out with a children's book a couple of months ago, and I need to get it, even though I wish she'd come out with a novel, because we need another novel from her. That is my next buy when it comes to a children's book. Yeah, guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.